iron workers.
We're changing the skyline.
Changing the skyline.
The skylines of New York.
So Color Guard basically formed out of the end of World War I. All the soldiers came back from Europe. And you know, back in the day, you know, the only way you could tell who was by flags, right? Right at the beginning of the 1980s, a man came into the picture named Stanley Kanab. He was an active dancer, and he got the idea that maybe we could spin these flags, but like use our bodies with it. And he's really credited for being the person to put dance into Color Guard. And just like anything, you know, people were really resistant. Like, it's going to change, it's going to change. And it did change. It should change.
Color Guard is dancing, spinning, 3 pieces of equipment. We have flag, saber, and rifle. We use music, so like a soundtrack, and we spend hours of practicing to put together a production that we use to compete against other Color Guards in our circuit. With the World Guard, we go up to Dayton, Ohio for championships.
World Guard is like the top notch of all of Color Guard. It's like the varsity, major league, NFL of Color Guard.
So this whole story kind of goes back to 8th grade. The Stoneman Douglas Guard came to our lunch handing out flyers. Growing up, I was like I was kind of a tomboy. I liked playing like outside, like football, soccer. I was a swimmer as well. And when I did dance, I hated it. And I knew Guard like had a lot of dance like mixed into it, and I was like, I don't think that's my thing. I went in, I absolutely hated it. I wasn't good, obviously, because like you're not gonna be good when you first start. And I was like, I'm just gonna quit after this band camp week. And then at the end, I was like, it was actually not that bad, so I'll give it another like 3 weeks maybe. And those 3 weeks turned into 3 years. My experience has been very off and on. Freshman year, it was like, I was really new. I just got shoved into the World Guard. I was very like self-conscious about myself. And I remember like every Sunday, like no matter what, I always made myself practice like flag, because I was a flag that year. And like from then on, it was just like, I could see myself improving more and more each year. But yeah, like after 3 years of being in Guard so far, I have 1 more year left. I really wouldn't ask for it to go any other way.
Yes, I have suffered in some injuries. I have a herniated disc in my back. I got it when I was going to be a freshman in high school. I found out this summer during merging season. It's been hurting me a lot lately, and I just do physical therapy for it. I've been taking pills for it, so I just have to keep doing my physical therapy, and I think I'll be fine.
One of the things that's always really important to me is identity. I think it's important that when a group comes on that's going to be a headliner, which is you guys, being in the top class, you know, people have to know who you are. And I think Stoneman Douglas had a lot of years of that, and then some years not of that, and you know, no one's going to knock it out of the park every single year. So we like sat down when we were going to take this over. When winter came, we were like, okay, what is going to be their identity? And this documentary caught our eye about the guy sitting on the steel beam, which everyone's seen that picture. For years, I thought that was a real picture, and we find out it's completely fake. Ironically, it was in October, it was on Time Magazine's issue of the 100 most influential pictures of the 20th century. We thought, okay, all right, so now what do we do? So, okay, maybe that picture could be something. So what kind of props could we use? Well, beams, that's obvious that would work really well. Well, then we can make things dimensional. We can do tricks on them. We can increase our vocabulary spinning by spinning with it. Stuff like that, you know? At least when you perform with Color Guard, you as a kid know that is the one time in your life you are in complete control of those 6 minutes. The 6 minutes you're on the floor, no one else will do anything but stare at you. You won't get that as an adult. But right there and then, you are like completely in control of time. And I think that's like an amazing thing, you know?
But yeah, like after 3 years of being in Guard so far, I have 1 more year left. I really wouldn't ask for it to go any other way. Like, if I had the chance to change how it's been for me, with coaches, friends, whatever, I wouldn't change it because I wouldn't be the person I am now without color guard and what's happened to me. And yeah, it's just been a great experience.